Hello everyone, welcome to CryptoPi. In today's video, I want to talk about Bitcoin's cycle top and how far we would reach, or rather when we would see the cycle top, in which time duration, and from when can we expect that Bitcoin might start its downtrend. In last video, what we discussed was the Bitcoin rainbow indicator, where I mentioned that whenever the price has crossed the red D line, we have seen the end of the cycle. In 2021, we saw in November 2022, price crossed the D line, and that was start of the downtrend. Same thing happened in 2017 and also in 2014. Now, there are quite a few models which people usually use for identifying the cycle top. One of them, I would discuss two of them, and then we will come back to this particular model. So the first one is the pi cycle top indicator, which is quite popular, or got quite popular in the last cycle, and it has identified pi cycle top pretty well. In 2013 we had two cycle tops, in 2017 we had one, and this cycle top is identified when the slow moving average crosses, or when the red moving average crosses the green one. And in this case, the same thing, whenever it crosses, it is identified as a cycle top. However, in 2021, we barely crossed the green line. The red line barely crossed the green line. Additionally, this was not the cycle top. The real cycle top happened in November 2021, and this was in April 2021. One can argue that quite a good number of indicators said that this is the cycle top, so a lot of people assume that this is cycle top. However, if you just look at pure price action, then it is in November 2021 which is the cycle top, and then we saw the downtrend. The other model which came up recently on Into the Cryptoverse channel was with 200-week moving average. So whenever the 200-week moving average crosses previous cycle's high, that's when we get the current cycle top. Although it did fail in 2022 already, that this cycle top was crossed much later, and we can say that it may or may not work. Looking at the current trend, 200-week moving averages in the blue channel, and perhaps it might not reach here until the cycle top is already in. So we might see the crossover, but probably the cycle top is already there since quite a few months, and bear market has already begun. Now coming back to the rainbow model. Okay, let's see if all the charts are not lagging. Yeah, the rainbow model told us that October of this year, so that would be 23rd, 27th October, I think, we might see the downtrend. And the reason for that, why do I think, is in the past cycles, it has been quite consistent. Although pi cycle top told us that this was the cycle, the end of the cycle, we did see price action come back and give the new high in 2021, and that was very near to the vertical red line over here. And same thing happened in past cycles. So my guess would be, if I'm in the position here, and if the price crosses above this purple wave, I would like to start taking some profit. Same thing is here. The price got a bounce, and then it is above the purple wave, and it is very close to the red line. The price doesn't have to go parabolic, because what we saw in previous cycle was the accumulation period were very long. So in this one, in 2018, The accumulation period started in November and it went on up until March. And due to the corona crash, it basically had to restart the bull market, and due to which we found this parabolic rally. And in the cycle before that, we had a very similar situation. The accumulation started in January 2015 and went on until November 2015, so almost a year. And if you see the pullback and the real rally began, the parabolic rally began probably from here, or rather here, wherever you want to consider what is a parabolic rally. So we see that there were very long accumulation period. Now what happened in this cycle? We did not have a very long accumulation period. It was accumulation started in November 2022, and basically the rally began in January. So less than 3 months and we already started with the bull market. And this has been consistently increasing. The price has been going up until today. And this is the reason why I think that we might not see a parabolic rally, because it has been consistently rising every single month since 2023, since January 2023. And for me, what is important is if the price touches to this purple wave somewhere around here, and we are very close to the D line, which comes to 23rd of October, if we are somewhere in second week, let's say third week of October, and we have already touched the purple wave, to me it would be pretty good indication that we have reached cycle top. Perhaps it can go slightly higher over here, maybe 5% to 10%, but then we might see a pullback again with a very short accumulation period and then rally back very quickly in the year 2026 already. That would be all for today. And if you like the content, then do hit the subscribe button. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.